there. It is Monday, October 27th, and I'm T. Waldron, and I'm usually joined by my cat Pumpkin. But instead, I just have this little pumpkin here. I don't know where she is. Oh, hi. Are you going to join us? It's time. Let's go. She's usually here before I am. I think she wants breakfast. But come on. Let's go. We're doing it. Let's go. Get up here. Hurry up. Come on. Thank you. Get right over there. There's your spot. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. By the way, this is Pumpkin. She's 16 and a half years old, soon to be 17. So I'm not exactly sure what day she was born, so I'm just gonna say it's November 9th. So then she'll be 17, right? You're a pretty senior citizen. You're very active though. She's purring. So, oh, good morning. Hi, Kevin. Nice to see you. Hello there. I'm not sure what you said. I can't read that, but welcome from around the world. Again, I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining us, Pumpkin. We can't really do this without you. The channel is called Chatting with My Cat. So I'm grateful that you're here. It's Monday. So people have mixed feelings about Monday, right? Oh, I wish I could read that. People have mixed feelings about Monday. Some people love it. It's the start of a new week. I don't know too many people like that. I'm like that because I'm excited. I'm excited about some projects that I'm working on. And then some people dread it. I was talking to a friend of mine who's a doctor, and he said, you know what, the highest day for heart attacks is Monday, because people, or Sunday night or Monday, because that's when people are dreading going back to their jobs they don't like. So I hope you enjoy your job. I hope you find it fulfilling. You don't have to enjoy it necessarily, but finding it fulfilling is great. Good morning, Jim. Welcome back. Yeah. So, yeah, so that's the thing. And even if you don't find it per se fulfilling, maybe you can find some joy in it, interacting with your coworkers or being your best self, or I don't know, find some way to gamify it and enjoy it. So I'll do a little deep breathing first, and then we'll read again from our book, The Power of the Spoken Word by Florence Scovel Shinn. Hi, Yash. Welcome. Yeah. All right, so let's do a little deep breathing. So these are just a few minutes just for you. If you're not driving or operating heavy machinery, please close your eyes, and we're gonna go within for a few minutes. And this is really hard in this society. So if you can do this with me, I really appreciate it, and your soul will appreciate it too. So close your eyes. We're gonna inhale through our nose and exhale through our mouth. And inhale. And I'd like to, if you can, take your left hand and put it over your heart, over your chest, and just think of something you're grateful for. We've been doing this practice for the last few days, and maintaining gratitude. Gratitude for yourself, gratitude for breathing, gratitude for your cat, anything. So what are you grateful? What comes in your mind when I say gratitude, or what are you grateful for? I know I'm grateful for Pumpkin and my other cat, Fractal, who's a bit of a hooligan. She's over there. But it's a nice counterbalance. So inhale and exhale. And we're slowing our breath down now. So I'd like you to think about every time you inhale, try to hold that breath for a few seconds. And then exhale it and hold it out for a few seconds. Try to have your exhale a little longer than your inhale. We're clearing our lungs of all the carbon dioxide and bringing oxygen to our cells. And exhale. And when we're in a state of gratitude, we can't feel fear, we can't feel anger, we can only feel gratitude. And it next levels our immune system, our pretty much our whole body. Like it's so good for you, and it's so simple, and it's free if you can do it. Inhale. And exhale. Great. You can continue breathing slowly and deeply as long as you like. I suggest all day. So, hi Polly, welcome back. Yeah. Oh, hello, said hi. I like that. I like that name. All right, let's see. So yeah, so I think I said good morning to everybody. If I didn't, good morning to you. Thanks for tuning in. Um, yeah, so as I said, it's Monday, and I've been really working on honing on an intuition. So trying to go by, okay, what's the universe telling me? So today I forgot my phone. I went to the gym, and I usually go to the gym and then go for a walk right after. And I said, "Oh my gosh, I don't have my phone, and I like to listen to music. I brought my headphones, and I'm like, oh no, I left my phone home." So it was okay. I just did my walk in silence, and it was freezing. You could see your breath, so I knew it was cold. But it was so good because I was able to really think clearly without being distracted by music, or sometimes I listen to podcasts. And I kind of put myself a little. I'm working on a project with someone, and I'm like, okay, I'm kind of at a crossroads. I'm like, where do I go next with this project? So I use that time to sort of meditate and think about, okay, where should I go with this project next? And it was great because I had clarity. I'm like, you know what? You're making it too complicated. Simplify it. And so now I have a new direction I'm going to go in, and I'm really excited about that because I was sort of stuck. So sometimes, not having the phone, I was trying to get over being bummed out, because I was like, oh, I really want to have my music or my podcast or something. But I said, you know what? Maybe I need to have silence today. And it really did. It was very effective. So does that ever happen to you where you kind of have something that doesn't exactly go your way, but then it works out? I love it when that happens. Okay. All right, let's see, where did we leave off? Okay, so she tells a story. And again, she lived 100 years ago, so we probably won't know who she's talking about. When I was in London, I saw a man on the street selling a new song. It was called "I'm Tickled to Death I'm Me." I thought, what a wonderful idea. Start out by being glad you are yourself. Then you can expand rapidly into the divine plan of your life where you fulfill your destiny. You may be sure that the divine plan of your life will give you the perfect satisfaction. You will no longer envy anyone. People often become impatient and discouraged. I was inspired by reading a paper about Omaha, the famous racehorse. The article said, Omaha has to run a mile before he gets into his stride. There are no doubt lots of Omahas in the world, but they can get into their spiritual stride and win the race in the twinkling of an eye. So that's kind of true. I sometimes it takes me a while to get started. I don't know about you guys, but it can take a little while. Hi, Valiant, welcome. So I also want to thank our moderator, Imran Hossain. He's a YouTube SEO specialist, and he does a great job with my thumbnails, with optimizing the titles and descriptions and everything for the content. So thank you, Imran. You're doing a great job as always. And thanks for being here moderating the chat. Okay. So yeah, she's basically saying sometimes we can take a while before we get into the swing of things, and that's okay. I feel like if we keep moving towards our, whatever we're trying to do, our goals, our things in life, then eventually we'll kind of hit our stride, and then that's when the intuition, that's when the coincidences, synchronicities start happening in our favor. So that's pretty neat. She goes on, and she'll quote the Bible and then talk about her interpretation. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Delight thyself in the law, and it will give you the desires of your heart. Delighting yourself in the law means enjoy making a demonstration. So she's again saying take action, whether it's doing something for someone else or doing something for yourself, or just moving instead of just sitting and scrolling or watching TV or looking at the computer. Take some action towards creating something. Okay, don't push pumpkin off. Okay. Okay, let me see. Want to talk? Oh, nope. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. All right. So what else do we have here? Yeah, I have mom energy. So we keep it positive in the chat. You can think whatever you want, but just don't type it in the chat. That's cool. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. So delighting yourself in the law means enjoying making demonstrations, so acting. So to enjoy trusting God means to be happy in following your intuitive leads. And most people say, "Oh dear, I've got to demonstrate money again. Oh dear, hunches make me nervous. I haven't the nerve to follow them." People enjoy playing golf and tennis. Why can't we enjoy playing the game of life? And she wrote a whole book about that. It's called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And it's fantastic. I try not to do envy, right? It's hard though, Kevin, right? And so, yeah, sometimes if you catch yourself, like, you know, like, oh, I wish I had that car, or wish I had that house, or whatever, you know, and then it's like, no, you know what? I'm good. Like, you have to, it's a practice, right? Trying not to be envious. But then once you do it, it's like, okay, I'm happy with what I've got, and like, where else could we go with it? But yeah, that makes sense. But she's also saying, don't be stressed out about doing your stuff. Like, don't be like, oh no, I have to be nice to somebody. No, just do it, and then you'll be shocked at how fast the universe lines up, or God lines up to help you. The goal is the divine plan of your life, where all conditions are permanently perfect. So, and this we can bring on ourselves. So like today, okay, I left my phone home, and then I pulled into the gas station, and I remembered I have like a phone with the credit card holder. I'm like, I don't have any credit cards. So I was like, I guess I can't get gas. So I left, and it was a good thing because there was a ton of traffic on my way home. And I was like, oh, thank God I didn't have time for gas, because then I would have been late for this. So, you know, sometimes things happen and we don't see the reason. Like at first I was like, oh, I'm bummed out. I really wanted to get the gas and be done with it for the week. And it worked out because I wouldn't have had time. There was so much traffic on the way home that I would have been late. So things often happen and you don't know why. Maybe at the time you can't figure out why. Go ahead, Pumpkin. You want to jump? Okay. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will make plain thy paths. Every moment we can link with intuition will give us a definite lead, a signpost. So many people are leading such complicated lives because they're trying to do things out of thinking instead of intuiting their way out. So I hope that helps you. I think everyone else is an idiot anyhow. Kevin, you're so funny. The right thing will happen. That's right. That is so funny. I know, it's hard not to think, come on, right? Oh, hello, wow, we're okay. We're jumping all over. Yeah, no, I was driving and, you know, do you ever go to a traffic line and then people are just zooming up and cutting in front? That was happening today. And I'm like, okay, this is happening for a reason. I'm going to feel peace in my heart. but like, the person 3 cars ahead of me was like letting everybody in. So finally I gave him a little toot. I'm like, toot, don't let him in. You know, just like, let's keep moving. And they did. They moved and we got going. I was just like, for the love of God, let's move. And let's not all cut in front of people. You know, it's like, I question that. I'm like, what is I still haven't really figured out how that's helping me. Maybe it's helping me learn patience. I don't know. But I'm still struggling with that. Sitting in traffic, I don't do well in. The right thing is me to, oh, okay. Anywho, have a nice day, everybody. I've got to run. I hope you all have a great Monday. And Pumpkin, thanks for joining us. Imran Hossain, thank you so much for your moderating. And from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. And I will put that new video link in the posts, because I put a video on the second channel, the second one about the cop who wrote the book. Well, he was an FBI agent, and then he was a state police officer, called The Thin Blue Lie. He was honest, and folks wanted him to lie on his report, and he refused to do it. And then he was punished for it along the way, and it was a really interesting story. So I'm doing probably like a 10-part series on it, and the second part of the series is out. So I'll put a link in the post so you can check it out. Have a good day, everybody. Take care, Polly. Take care, Kevin. Take care, everybody. Bye, Valiant. Thank you so much. From myself to yourself. Yes, hello. From myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. Bye, everybody. Bye, Pumpkin.